Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn.
I'm Anne.
And we are continuing today with recipes from our book, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease Cookbook. Actually, the Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease Cookbook. And today we're doing a
Piccadilly bowl.
Piccadilly bowl, which is in our one bowl meal section on page 243 in this book. And this recipe is...
It's crazy.
We called it Piccadilly bowl because maybe some of you have been to or heard of Piccadilly Circus in London. It's this circular intersection with all things happening, kind of like I hate to call it Times Square, but it's a busy place.
In this recipe, everything you want to eat comes together in one bowl, but you won't believe what the grain is. Steel cut oats.
It's for dinner. So
And I love it because when, for some reason, you don't have your oats for breakfast, you can have your oats for dinner. And when I first did this, I made it, and my husband had no idea that it was oats in the recipe.
Speaking of oats, what's kind of cool, the first thing we do in this recipe is, there's our protective dog, is you toast these oats, and
normally we would do it just in this pan, but
this is kind of hot. Let's put it back on here for a second. Toasting these is actually really a beautiful, fragrant stage. You just let them brown slowly over the stove.
Hey, it's not really necessary if you just want to get on with it.
It's kind of nice. It's so fragrant. She taught me, says the pro. Yeah. Okay. So then, first things first. In your bowl, as usual, or in your pan, you start with an onion, which seems to be what everything starts with.
Now, normally, this happens to be red onions, just because I had a partially cut red onion. And
no, I love that you use red onion, because you don't have to have a sweet onion, a yellow onion, a red onion all the time. And then, what's next?
And then after that needs to get cooking a little bit, and then I'm going to put in some garlic.
Can I add a little spit of broth? Because the pan was not... Usually the pan's hotter when I start. And this one, they're sticking a little bit. Thank you. Engine 2 broth.
Next comes a little garlic.
Ajo. I love garlic. Ajo in Spanish.
By the way, I just love my tovolo, and I have stopped using something like that.
This is a tovolo.
I use this for everything. It's my
She came over today and she said, Jane, do you have my tovolos? I can't find it. And sure enough, this was deep in the depths of one of the semi-junk
And she can
drawers.
tell it's mine because this end gets all kind of yellow because I do it every morning with my steel-cut oats, and I put turmeric in, and it seems to turn it.
Well, I like
yellow.
this implement. This is so cool. It's almost like a little shovel spatula, and this says Platinum Chef Ohio. A bunch of Ohio colleges had a Platinum Chef contest, and it was a plant-based Platinum Chef thing, and these kids did an amazing job with making plant-based food, and it was all put on by Ohio Wesley and Kenyon and AVI.
And I am going to add some mushrooms now. And so Jane always gets mushrooms that are sliced. I never like to get them sliced because if I don't use them right away, they look old. So these are my just sliced but whole mushrooms.
Oh.
And Jane thought they were too thick, but I like them thick because I like to know that I'm eating a mushroom and they get that sort of meaty-like thing.
So we've got onions, garlic, mushrooms. What's next? Onions, garlic, mushrooms.
Now I'm going to add kale.
Kale and broccoli.
How's that coming?
It's going. It's happening. It's looking great.
See, this is really good at getting the little sticks and pieces stuck off the bottom, if there's anything stuck.
Yeah.
You need more broth? And here I have
maybe
got
a little bit.
this kale I have just rinsed, so I'm putting the kale in.
I love it when it's like a huge, just mountain of kale. Kale and then broccoli we have coming our way.
Yeah, but let's get that kale down a little.
Okay. Turn the mountain into a molehill.
And then next comes broccoli. And I mean, just can you believe all these things that you want to eat going into this?
The more we hear and read and eat broccoli, the more we hear about and read about broccoli, the more exciting it is as an ingredient. It has this wonderful, I mean, besides being high fiber, full of all kinds of good phytochemicals, it seems to have the ability to sort of be a really healthy move against cancer.
Broccoli.
Nice. This is beautiful.
Oh, it's so.
Look how bright green that is. Can they see? Move your hand a little bit so they can see. See how bright that is?
No, but wait until I add the peppers. Then it's just spectacular.
We totally eat with our eyes. Totally. Okay. That is beautiful. I'm wondering how you invented this because I know what's coming next, which is not such a predictable next move.
I want you to cook this until the kale is reduced to about half.
The kale is reduced to like a third.
Then
it was like a big. It was like my wok had this wonderful green afro. Whoo! And now it had a huge crew cut.
And now
Da-da-da-dum.
I am going to add the lovely toasted oats. Now you can
Steel cut oats.
Steel cut. You could either have toasted them in the pan and removed them, or toast them in a separate pan, as we did, and then add them. I'm adding those, and I'm going to add some vegetable broth, and I need more
Okay.
here. And guess what is the next thing I'm going to add?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I can see it.
After
Yes?
nutritional yeast. It gives it a nice smoothness,
Creaminess.
creaminess.
It adds a nice little mouthfeel. It's a little bit cheesy tasting.
And now we're going to just let this cook for maybe 25 minutes.
we put a lid on it, don't we?
Yeah, put a lid on it.
I think you said bring it to a boil.
Well, right.
She makes this more than I do. So
But now-
bring to a boil?
And then we're going to let it just cook. And then we're going to have another special little ingredient we add at the end. And there you have something that is so filled with beautiful, beautiful ingredients.
Okay, so bye for now. Oh, it's starting to boil right there.
Yep.
So should we let the whole thing get to a boil before? I wanted to say what you say here. Bring to a boil, cover, lower heat, and let it simmer for 25 minutes. So let's bring. The middle of it is not coming to a boil as much as.
Well, it's because of this funny little stove. If we put it on the regular stove, it'll
Yeah, this is
it'll go better.
we're gonna put this on our
This
stove
is
back
just
there.
so it's viewable.
All right, so off we go to the other stove.
And then we'll come back in 25 minutes.
While we are waiting for our Piccadilly bowl to cook for 25 minutes, I don't think my mom has noticed, even though she's been in the kitchen with me for like the last half hour plus, that she has book group tomorrow, and she asked me to cook cupcakes.
I noticed, first thing I noticed. I even counted how many.
Oh, you didn't say anything to me.
I said it to myself.
Oh.
Ooh.
So I have cupcakes over there that are cool and ready to be frosted. So we're going to frost the cupcakes now while we're waiting for those to go. So we have
These are so good.
dozen. I didn't know how many you have in your book group, so I just made 2 dozen, figuring if there's too much, we can make them. So we're going to just frost them now. And we're using the frosting that we did. We had did a post about our frosting. It's like 2 magnificent chocolate cakes and 2 different or chocolate cakes and magnificent frosting. In a previous YouTube video, we show how to make this frosting, and this is actually the wheat chocolate cake kit that you can get off my website, and one kit makes a dozen of these. So this is 2
Can I
cake
take
kits,
this out of here to frost?
and we're gonna frost these right now. So enjoy. We're just gonna play some music and frost. We've been frosting these beautiful things, and we've eaten a few of them. And they're
I haven't had one yet.
You haven't had one?
Not yet.
Well, they're
Just
ready
a
for her
piece,
book.
just a bite.
They're
Off a
ready
little.
for her book group. All right, we still have a few minutes left for our Piccadilly bowl, but we'll be right back.
They are so good.
It's ready. The Piccadilly.
Bowl is
I keep wanting to call it Piccadilly Circus. Piccadilly bowl is ready, and the way we knew it was ready was because we almost thought it was burning, but it wasn't. It wasn't. The oats have bloomed into what looks almost like
it's a grain that you might not even. I mean, this looks like a nice grain.
So what are you doing? What are you adding?
I'm adding corn. You know, this is optional, but I love corn. This is just little thawed frozen corn that I'm going to add.
So this is not cooked into it. This is brightly stirred into. But the oats to me look like bulgur or like
it does. It looks like bulgur. And then you can do your choice. In our book, I say 8 smashes. What do you call it?
Smash.
Drops of Cholula. But I also really like the green-lidded sriracha hot sauce.
So whatever hot
And
sauce
last
you
time I
did.
made it, I put in both of them, and my husband thought it was a little too hot. But it's really to your taste. So here I go.
Yeah, and-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Smashes, droops. So there's all kinds of
But
hot
you know, the
sauce.
crazy thing is, we don't use salt. And so hot sauce can totally make all the difference and make something be just delicious when it's not.
So we're gonna try this now. It's hot, not hot, temperature hot. Or no, it's temperature hot, not spicy hot. You know what? Let's just try it. I'm saying it wrong. Can you serve up a little bit?
You know what?
Oh, I got it.
I got to serve it.
Okay, then there's you can serve yours in your bowl.
I,
All right, and I'm gonna make Josh try it too. Actually, Josh, I'm gonna have you try this. I'm gonna get one.
You want me to try it?
It's a little bit. It might be a little bit hot, temperature hot, but that's.
Oh wow, that smells so good.
Does it? I'm so glad to hear that.
see, I think it could have a little bit of Cholula. It's a little. Oh, and you forgot to put pepper in it, Jane.
Oh my gosh! My dramatic addition of black pepper from the pepper
What do you
grinder.
think? Should we put a little Cholula? Have you tasted?
I have
Jane?
not. I have not.
You've got the best taste sense. Would you please taste it?
Yeah. No, I'm stirring the black pepper. If you want some black pepper, here, give it a big old grind if you want, Josh. I'm sure I'm blocking the whole shot with that. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Don't you think it needs another shot?
It's so flavorful, but and this is kind of food that we love. I could see people wanting to take this amazing nutrient-dense dish and adding maybe some more hot sauce or some black pepper, or it can almost have curry powder in it, or
Well,
maybe a little dash more of
It's good
nutritional
now.
yeast if you want to. Just
but you know the thing about eating, you know what I think?
what?
I just feel like it's so important to eat things that are really going to be powerful for you, that are going to just make a difference. And everything in here is just going to enhance your health. So
Cheers to you.
enjoy
Let us
it.
know what you add to your Piccadilly Circus bowl, Piccadilly bowl. All right. Bye bye.
Bye.